Okay, students, last class we are discussing about the chemical properties of alkynes. There one more important chemical property is ozonolysis reaction. Okay, what is ozonolysis? Already this ozonolysis reaction we are discussed in alkenes chapter. Means ozonolysis is nothing but addition of ozone. After the addition of ozone to the alkynes, again just we have to do hydrolysis in the presence of zinc metal. So the ozonolysis is two types. One is reductive ozonolysis. The second one is oxidative ozonolysis. For example, alkynes, you have to take any alkyne. For example, R, C, triple bond, C, bond R. This alkyne first you have to react with ozone. Then we'll get ozonide. This ozonide, just you have to do hydrolysis in the presence of zinc metal. Have to do hydrolysis in the presence of zinc metal. Then the zinc metal is a reducing agent. It reduces the byproduct H2O2 into water molecule. Now this triple bond will be reduced, oxidized to produce. When the zinc metal, if you are used, then we'll get this side one oxygen, this side one oxygen you have to write. Then we'll get R, C triple bond O, bond C triple bond, double bond O, bond R. Means diketone will get. Diketone. Hence this reaction is known as reductive ozonolysis reaction. Reductive ozonolysis reaction. Okay, students. So it is common already. We know, we discussed that reductive ozonolysis means ozone react with alkynes followed by hydrolysis in the presence of zinc catalyst, zinc metal. Then it undergoes reductive ozonolysis to produce diketone. Means the triple bond converted into C double bond O, C double bond O, like diketone will get. Okay, so this is the main product. For example, this diketone again you have to hydrolyze. This diketone you have to oxidized with oxidizing agent like hydrogen peroxide or KMnO4 or sodium periodate, NaFO4. Sodium periodate if you are used, then this single bond will be break to give 2 moles of acid or COOH. Acid will get. Okay. For example, this diketone you have to reduce. Reducing agents like zinc and acetic acid ACOH or sodium borohydride NaBH4 or lithium aluminum hydride. Then these ketones are converted into diol. Diol is the product. Diol means RCH OH bond CH OH bond R. Diol is the product. Diol means 2 OH groups are present. So this type of reactions are called as a oxidation of alkynes. Okay, students, listen carefully. Once again, ozonolysis reaction. For example, this ozonolysis reaction just you have to carry it out in the presence of ethyl. CH triple bond CH. Ethane you have to take. First, this ethane you have to treat it with ozone. The second one is you have to do hydrolysis in the presence of zinc metal. Then it is called reductive ozonolysis. Then the product is 2 carbonyl groups will get. Means this triple bond in the double bond will be break and C double bond O H and C double bond O H will get. This name is ethane 1,2 di CHO group, functional group is CHO, that's a diol. Ethane 1,2 diol, common name is glyoxal. Common name is a glyoxal. Okay, students, it's very important. Now, what I am saying up to this, it is called as reductive ozonolysis reaction. This ethane diol you have to take as one of the reactant. Just C double bond OH, and you have to take C double bond OH. Ethane diol. This you have to do oxidation in the presence of hydrogen peroxide H2O2 or sodium peroxide NaIO4. This carbonyl groups attached, this carbon and carbon single bond will be break to produce 2 moles of acid H C double bond OH. Formic acid will get. Formic acid. Okay, students. Now, instead of this oxidation, just the same reactant, just you have to do reduction in the presence of zinc metal and acetic acid. The acetic acid is the solvent, is produces protons, or sodium borohydrate. The sodium borohydrate is also important reducing agent. It reduces C double bond O group into alcohol. OH group it will be reduced. Then the product is H, CH, OH bond CH, OH bond H. Means its name is diol. Ethane 1,2 diol is the product. Okay, students. So first alkynes we are reacting with ozone followed by hydrolysis in the presence of zinc metal. Then it is called reductive ozonolysis reaction. Then we are getting diketones or dialdehydes will get, except ethyl, the remaining all alkynes to produce diketones. Okay, then the diketones or dialdehydes upon oxidation will get 2 moles of acids, or reduction in the presence of zinc metal or sodium borohydrate or lithium aluminum hydrate. Then the carbonyl group, mean this C double bond O group is converted into alcohol. It is converted into alcohol is the product. Like diol will get dialdehyde. Diol means 2 OH groups are the products. Okay, students, it's very important reaction that is called a ozonolysis reaction of alkynes. Yes. Let's listen next. Already last class we have discussed, dear students, addition of hydrogen halides. If alkynes you have to do 2 moles of hydrogen halides, then we'll get geminal dihalides. Okay, means 2 halogen atoms at the same carbon, then it is called geminal dihalides. Okay. Next, addition of water. Let's see this chemical property. Addition of water. Water molecule H2O we have to add to the alkynes. So alkynes, just you have to add the water molecule in the presence of acidic medium, and heavy metals like mercuric ion Hg plus 2 ion. Then we'll get one intermediate product, that is enol form will get. That enol is unstable, again converted into keto form. So any alkane you have to take R, C, triple bond CH. This alkyne, just we are adding water molecule HOH. In the presence of dilute H2SO4 and mercury ion Hg plus 2 ion. Now this water molecule will be ionized to gives H plus and OH minus. Just you have to add the water molecule according to Markovnikov rule. Add that H plus ion is adding at less more hydrogen atoms containing triple bonded carbon, and negative ion is added at less hydrogen atoms containing triple bonded carbon. That is Markovnikov rule according to MA rule, Markovnikov addition rule. Then we'll get enol or CH double bond CH2. Enol is the product. Enol. This is also stable enol. This enol is unstable and undergoes tautomerism, keto-enol tautomerism. Undergoes keto-enol tautomerism. This hydrogen will be shifted from oxygen to CH to sp2 carbon. Then the product is RC double bond O bond CH3. This is known as ketone. Ketone is the product. So addition of water to the alkynes, the products are ketones. The products are ketones except for example acetaldehyde. CH triple bond CH. This acetaldehyde, just you have to add water molecule under the above conditions in the presence of dilute H2S4 and Hg plus 2 ions. Then it is symmetrical alkane, just you have to add water H plus ion at any one of the carbon and the OH minus ions at adjacent carbon. For example, this H plus ion you added at here, the OH minus ion adjacent will get. Now the intermediate product enol will get. H2 is unstable and rearrange to gives CH3 C double bond O H. This is acetaldehyde is the common name. Acetaldehyde is the common name. Yes, only ethyne or acetylene. Its common name is acetylene. On addition of water molecule to produce acetaldehyde, the remaining all ketones will produce the remaining all alkynes produce ketones. For example, let's see, you take any one of the alkyne CH3 C triple bond C, either terminal alkynes or non-terminal alkynes except acetylene. Just you have to add water molecule. Is a symmetrical alkyne, then you have to add H plus ion at one carbon and OH minus ion at another carbon. Then the product is enol CH3 OH double bond CH bond CH3. This is the enol is unstable and undergoes keto-enol tautomerism, thus migration of hydrogen atom, and shifted to produce corresponding more stable ketone. And over CH3. What is this IUPAC name, dear students? 1, 2, 3, 4. Butane 2,1 is the product. For example, the same way, if you are observed that any cyclic alkyne you have to take cyclohexane. This molecule just you have to add water. and produce an intermediate product the enol. This is the enol is the intermediate product is unstable. Okay, now this proton will be shifted, that is called keto enol tautomerism. Then we'll get cyclohexanone. This is known as a cyclohexanone is the product. Okay students, so these are the main important some applications related to addition of water molecules to the alkynes. All alkynes except acetylene, all alkynes addition of water molecules in the presence of dilute H2SO4 and Hg plus 2 ions to forms ketones only. But acetylene or ethyne only produce acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde molecular formula CH3 C double bond OH. It is aldehyde. The remaining all producing ketones. So the more two products are forming, in that one intermediate step is enol. That enol is unstable, undergoes rearranged by the shifting of proton from OH group to adjacent sp2 carbon and produce more stable ketone product. Okay, that's why it is called keto-enol tautomerism. Keto-enol tautomerism. Understood, ma? Yes. Yes, listen dear students. Next, already this reaction we know that addition of hydrogen atoms to the alkynes. Addition of hydrogen atoms. This hydrogen we have to add H2. Now, triple bond. This carbon and carbon triple bond is present. Just you have to add hydrogen. This hydrogen we have to add in the presence of nickel or platinum or palladium. It is uncontrolled addition. Uncontrolled addition or uncontrolled reduction. Uncontrolled. That's why the triple bond is converted into carbon-carbon single bond by the addition of 2 moles of hydrogens. Like means 2 moles. Then triple bond is converted into single bonds, means alkanes are the products. Okay, already this reaction already we are discussed in alkanes chapter. And another one is controlled reduction or controlled addition. Controlled addition of hydrogen atoms. This also we are discussed controlled addition. That is, then what are the products? Cis and trans alkenes. One is Lindar's catalyst. The second one is a Birch reduction reaction. First one is Lindar's catalyst. Lindar's catalyst. Then, for example, like this addition of hydrogens in the presence of palladium barium sulfate is known as a Lindar's catalyst. Then it is called a cis addition. Then the product is cis alkenes. Already in geometrical isomerism, the two hydrogen atoms at each sp2 carbon, the same groups are on the same side, then it is called a cis geometrical isomers. If it is the opposite side, it is called a trans. And this addition also triple bond is converted into double bond, means controlled addition. Only one molecule of hydrogen only we are adding. That's why it is called controlled addition or controlled reduction of alkynes into alkenes. Cis alkene is the product. Already this reaction we are discussed in preparation methods of alkenes. In the next one is Birch reduction. What is the Birch reducing agent, dear students? Sodium metal in the presence of liquid ammonia. Then sodium metal in the presence of liquid ammonia. Then we are getting the hydrogen atoms are adding The hydrogen atoms are adding on opposite side, then we are getting trans alkenes. Then the product is trans alkenes. Mean the hydrogen atoms are added on opposite side to the double bond. Means the two hydrogen atoms are exactly in opposite side. Hence it is called as a trans addition reaction. These two are controlled addition of hydrogen atoms or controlled reduction reactions. Controlled reduction reactions. Understood, ma? Yes. Already these two we are discussed in a previous chapter only. Yes, listen, next important chemical property is combustion of alkynes. Combustion of alkynes means alkynes upon oxidation in the presence of oxygen atom, means complete combustion. Complete combustion in the presence of atmospheric oxygen means air. Already this general formula already we are discussed. How many two carbon atoms are present? That's why it produces carbon dioxide. Carbon atoms are converted into carbon dioxide and hydrogen atoms are converted into water and releases high temperature, or it releases more amount of heat. How much? Minus 1300 kilojoules per mole energy it will be. Delta H is negative means it is exothermic process. It is a exothermic process. And acetylene on complete combustion or complete oxidation and produces very high temperature. It produces around 3500 degrees Celsius temperature. That much high temperature it produces. That's why this combination acetylene and oxygen combustion, that combination is called as oxyacetylene flame. It is named as oxyacetylene flame. This oxyacetylene flame produces around 3500 degrees Celsius temperature. That's why for welding process, this oxyacetylene flame nowadays we are using. So for welding of metals, oxyacetylene flame we are using. Okay, students. Yes, take care. Listen carefully. Combustion reactions. Alkenes means carbon and carbon triple bond. On complete combustion means completely we are breaking, that carbon atoms are converted into carbon dioxide and hydrogen atoms are converted into water and releases very more energy or more temperature it releases. That's why this process is known as a exothermic process. For example, acetylene only you have to take. Acetylene means C2H2. Acetylene. This acetylene on complete combustion converted into carbon dioxide and water molecule and produce around 3500 degrees Celsius temperature it will produce. That's why this combination acetylene on complete combustion in the presence of oxygen, it is known as oxyacetylene flame and produces how much temperature? 3500 degrees centigrade temperature it produces. That's why this combination we are using for the welding of metal rods. Okay, this is about alkynes chapter. One more alkynes chemical property is there, that is a polymerization process. So alkynes on linear polymerization, then we'll get linear polymers will get. On cyclic polymerization means three molecules of alkane you have to take on cyclic polymerization, then we'll get benzene and its benzene derivatives will get. So that method we will discuss in the preparation of benzene. Okay, students, let's see. Next important concept is benzene. Next one is benzene. Okay, benzene preparation methods now we'll discuss. What are the important benzene preparation methods are present? Decarboxylation of benzoic acid. Decarboxylation method. Already decarboxylating agent. Decarboxylating agent means loss of CO2 group. So what is that reagent? Soda lime. Soda lime. This soda lime is the composition of NaOH plus calcium oxide mixture is known as a soda lime. Already this equation applications we are discussed in alkanes preparation. For example, sodium salts of carboxylic acids you have to take. This treated with soda lime, NaOH and calcium oxide on heating and produce RH plus Na2CO3. Okay, means alkane is the product. When this is sodium salts of carboxyl, this R equal to CH3 group, then the product is CH4. If R is equal to CH3 bond CH2, the product is CH3 bond CH3. Ethane is the product. This R is equals to benzene ring. Is attached to COO-Na. Sodium benzoate. Its name is called sodium benzoate. This sodium benzoate is on heating with sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide mixture is known as soda lime. Then this group CONA group will comes outside and forms benzene. Okay, students, the byproduct Na2CO3 will get. Okay, this is known as decarboxylation of benzoic acid or sodium salts of benzoic acid. Sodium or potassium salts of benzoic acid treated with soda lime. Then the product is benzene will get. Okay, one important method. This is first one. The second one is reduction of phenol. What is phenol, dear students? Phenol is nothing but benzene ring having OH group. Phenol. So everyone we know that benzene ring. Upon benzene ring, if at any one of the carbon OH group is present, it is called as a phenol. Is called as phenol. This phenol we are doing reduction. Reduction means what? That oxygen atom will comes outside. Then in the presence of reducing agent means zinc metal. Then upon heating, this oxygen atom will comes outside. This oxygen will comes outside in the form of zinc oxide. Then the product is benzene will get. Benzene plus zinc oxide, ZNO. Okay. So this is benzene. This is second method. Next, one more important preparation method from acetylene. Let's see that. Third one, acetylene. 3 molecules of acetylene. 3 molecules of acetylene you have to take. Like CH, triple bond CH. For understanding purpose, I am writing 3 molecules of acetylene separately. CH, triple bond CH, and another CH, triple bond CH. These 3 molecules of acetylene, we are passing through the copper tube at 600 degrees Celsius temperature. Then it will be combined. These carbon atoms will combine. How the carbon atoms triple bond? This carbon, for example, this like negative and positive. These pi electrons are migrating, polarizing. Again, these pi electrons are migrating like this side. Here we'll get positive charge, and here we'll get negative charge. Again, these pi electrons are migrating this direction. Here the positive charge and negative charge will get. This positive and negative will forms one bond, and this negative and positive will forms one bond. This and again like 3 new carbon-carbon bonds are forming. Let's see. CH, single bond CH, again here double bond is present, again single bond CH, again carbon and carbon double bond, then CH. Next, this connected with these two are double bonds. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry. 1, 2. Here double bond, this carbon and carbon, CH is present. Again this CH. You have to connect by the single bonds. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-member ring. Simply it is nothing but like benzene is the product. Okay, so this is called a polymerization reactions. Our acetylene on cyclic polymerization will get a benzene. How many molecules of acetylene we are taking? 3 molecules of acetylene we are taking. Okay, students. So it is very, very important preparation method. Let's see the fourth one. aniline. From aniline, how to prepare benzene? Let's see. Yes, aniline. If you are observed that aniline molecule, this is the aniline, is treated with HNO2, nitrous acid and HCl. That is called diazotization process. Then we'll get